I love my Bill for Thousand Nation. How's everyone doing today? Hopefully, everyone's having a great day. If not, I hope it gets better from here. We are back with another Watcher. This one is titled, I Locked Myself in a Haunted House for 24 Hours, Part 1. Meet Malvern Manor. Now, this is Ghost Files Alone. This is where Ryan goes in. He does the three-parter. I told y'all we would check it out. He just finished up the last one the other day, so we're going to go ahead and watch them. We're going to start with the first one, then the second, and the third like we do anything else. I'm excited. Oh, man. My question is it just a Ryan thing, or is Shane going to do a solo investigation like this as well? Because if he is, that's going to be fun. Shane is in there like trying to play checkers with the ghost or something. I don't know, man. Ryan's going to freak the fuck out by himself. Like, from what I understand, there's like no one in there with him at all. So you know it's going to be a lot of him talking shit when he's starting to get scared, and I'm excited. I love his shit talking, man. Alright, I'm excited to get in today's video. Hopefully you guys are excited as I am. If you are, please go ahead, turn them lights down low, put on something comfy, couple something special. Let's feel bad for Ryan.
In the 10 years, have you had anybody try and stay here alone for 24 hours?
I mean, not like this, no.
Wait, that's blood?
That is 100% blood.
There it is again.
Oh my God.
What is happening over there?
Ghost Files Alone. Chapter 1. Meet the house. Okay.
Whew. Okay. Welcome to Ghost Files Alone. I'm Ryan Bergara, and today I'm going to attempt to push myself to my mental limit to see if I could last 24 straight hours in a haunted house completely alone. No camera crews, no producers, just me, my gear, and whatever resides in that house behind me. Malvern Manor. Now, there are rumors of ghosts in there, and possibly a demon. I hope I catch some footage of ghosts. Don't really hope I see a demon.
Oh, I hope you have your water gun.
But there's really only one way to find out, and that's to go ahead and get in there. It's 10 a.m. right now on a Thursday, and I will be leaving at 10 a.m. on Friday the next day. So once I enter that door, I ain't stepping out for 24 straight hours. There's a golf cart. Whoa, look at that. Take me with you. Well, enough stalling. Let's get this done.
Poor Ryan.
Jesus Christ. Well, obviously that was just for dramatic effect. I'm just walking for, I gotta get the tripod. I'm not gonna leave the tripod out on the sidewalk. Look, in fact, hi. Hi. It's a ghost cameraman. Stupid. Well, I'm here at the airport.
The jibber jabber has already started.
That's my haul. I got this massive backpack on. That's all the camera gear in it. And then, 4 bags, traveling light. Gonna check these 2 bad boys in, and then head on over to Iowa for Malvern Manor. Just showing you this in case there was any doubt in your mind that I'm actually here alone. I'm here alone from the beginning, which is at 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah, probably.
Bad baggage claim, waiting for my tripod. Oh, whoa. Man down. I got this guy right here. Look at that. What that say?
Keep calm and ghost hunt.
Here we go. All right, got the tripod.
Behold, my noble steed.
Let's get on the road. Oh! Alright, I didn't set the GoPro up yet, but right now I'm driving down the pathway of God and going to the nearest church so I could get some holy water so that I could then put that in my little holy water pistol, because apparently there's some sort of possibly non-human, possibly demonic entity at this place. So just want to be prepared, have my weapon with me, which is why I'm on the pathway to God. But I mean, look at this pathway.
It's gonna be fun. He's got the water gun.
Pretty sweet, right?
Fuck yeah.
All right. Okay. Hello. Oh, this is recording. Yes, it's recording. Okay. First of all, Happy New Year. And second, are you seeing this behind me? I recently found out I was being charged every month for a food delivery subscription service I totally lost track of, and I guess I'm now being haunted by copious amounts of drumsticks. Anyways, today's sponsor, Rocket Money, is here to help. Rocket Money is the personal finance app that helps you cancel subscriptions, lower bills, and manage your money better. Rocket Money safely and securely identifies recurring charges and cancels unwanted subscriptions for you, just like that. You can even cancel from within the app, now with just a couple of taps. No need to worry about customer service calls. I'm also using Rocket Money to analyze my spending habits to create a custom budget that works for me. It automatically monitors my spending by category to notify me if I'm exceeding my limits. Rocket Money has helped save its customers up to $740 a year when they use all the app's premium features, with over $500 million in canceled subscriptions. To save more and spend less, join the over 5 million members using Rocket Money today. Start your new year on the right foot and go to rocketmoney.com/ghostfiles or click the link in the description to get started for free. You can also unlock even more features with premium. That's rocketmoney.com/ghostfiles to get started for free.
Test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, test.
All right, yes, I did change my shirt. What about it?
Oh
And
my
want a
God.
giant Nike symbol in the middle of my chest. Anyways, as I said, we are on the path to God. I'm gonna go pick up some holy water. I'll be transferring it in this water bottle because there is no way I'm going into a church with a squirt pistol and then trying to fill it up there. That's just too embarrassing. Anyways, after I get this holy water, I'm gonna head over to a grocery store, gather some supplies for my trip into the haunted house, some food, some rations, some beer. And then after that, gonna check into the hotel and make our way over to the actual haunted house, because I'm going to be staying at a hotel tonight and then investigating the property. I'm going to be investigating Malvern Manor, the haunted house, starting tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. and will not be leaving until 10 a.m. the following day. It's going to be so much fun. It's right here. Whoa, let's see how good this suction cup is on this GoPro. Pretty good. I see the church. This is promising, guys. Oh, no parking. Fuck me, huh? I'm just gonna pull over really quick.
Well, no parking. Fuck me, huh?
It's always good to hydrate, especially when you're gonna replace it with God water. Okay, let's do this. It's gonna be very embarrassing if this church is not open. It's time. It does not look open, which is disappointing. It is open. Where would one find holy water? Oh, I think I found
Usually
some.
by the door.
Dang it. It's empty. It's kind of spooky in here. Well, this did not work out.
Nope.
Actually,
Find
you know
another
what? There's
church.
a restroom right here. Here's what I'll do. I'm just gonna take some water from the restroom.
That,
You know, it came from a church. There we go.
I don't think that's how it works. I think it's actually got to be
Okay, it's
blessed.
not exactly the same thing, but well, I didn't get water from like a holy basin, but it is water from a church, so it's got to be at least like half power, right? You know the crazy
I don't
part
think
is
it's
I'm
any
actually
power.
very serious about this. I actually am going to feel more comforted by this water because it came from a church. Well, I've embarrassed myself. It's time to
Thank
go to
God.
Walmart. Normally the order of that sentence is switched.
Now that water, you should have got the water
Whoa,
from
what is
Walmart.
this?
That's dangerous
This
for
camera's
everything.
wigging out. Looks like I'm in light speed. Interesting turn of events. I just looked up Malvern Manor on DoorDash and Postmates. Turns out, no food delivers there. So, here I am in the frozen food aisle, trying to figure out what I'm gonna do for lunch and dinner. I got some taquitos. There is an air fryer there, so maybe I could air fry some stuff.
Hey, I like air fryers. Fucking love air fryers, man. Everything gets so crispy. Crispy food.
So,
am I the only person in the world that's like that? Like, I'm not a big soft food type person. I like my food to have a crunch. I do. Chips on a sandwich. Bro, I've thrown sour cream and cheddar and sour cream and onion chips and mashed potatoes before. I ain't even gonna fucking lie. I like crunchy food. It's good. If you ain't got chips, you got toast. Toast is crunchy.
we're gonna head over to Malvern Manor now.
Unless you're one of those
Leaving
people
the
that like it
hotel. It's a
like
beautiful hotel, by the way. It's like a little bed and breakfast.
little
Fucking
harder
amazing.
bread.
Too bad I'm not gonna be spending 24 hours there. I would enjoy that. They're having a wedding here. Just to give you some insight into what's going on over here. I don't think they have many weddings at Malvern Manor. We're heading over to Malvern Manor right now. I'm gonna be interviewing the owner, who is also the basically the historian of this place. Gonna find out what's really going on in this house. Then he's gonna walk me through all of the hot spots, talk me through
All the places where you wanna
resident
shoot
ghouls
yourself.
that stay there, and then share some of his own experiences. It should be illuminating. So let's go over to the rules that I've made for myself for this investigation. Rule number 1, I enter the house tomorrow at 10 a.m. and I cannot leave the house until 10 a.m. the following day. Rule number 2, once night falls, which
One question on that rule. What if it's a place that you're investigating and you actually do have to go outside to get to another part of the house? Is that okay? Like some of the old houses, they have basements that you can't get to. You have to go through the cellar doors outside. So is that acceptable? Just asking questions, Ryan.
predicting will be around 8 or 9 p.m. around here. I will not be allowed to turn on any household lights at all. That means it's going to be completely dark, except for my flashlights, as well as some camera lights. But I will allow myself to turn on a household light when I go to use the bathroom, because nobody wants to do that in the dark. Rule number 3, trace.
Pee dancing
No
in the dark?
contact from the outside world. No texting, no phone calls, no FaceTimes with my wife, nada. I'm going to try and, as the kids say today, raw dog this house. And I don't know how that's gonna go. I'm probably gonna lose my mind. Whoa, this car has a oh no, those aren't butterflies, those are giant chainsaws, whoa. Rule number 4, and this is a big one. If I do use the phone, or if I use anything that would be considered any form of distraction or fun, or something that's not involved with the investigation, this could include watching Netflix on my laptop, or watching Watcher TV on my laptop. FaceTiming my wife, I already mentioned that one. Having a beer, because I do have beer with me, because look, it's a haunted house. I'm gonna be there alone for 24 hours.
Hey.
I might need a little bit of that liquid courage. If I do anything like that, I will have to then do a challenge. There are prepackaged envelopes of challenges that I did not write. I do not know what these challenges are. They've been written for me, they've been assigned to me. So if I FaceTime my wife, I will have to open up one of those envelopes, and within the envelope will be some sort of challenge that I have to do inside the house.
I hope that is written by
And
Shane.
it's gonna be awful. The next rule I have is sleep time. I am gonna attempt to sleep. I'm gonna try to sleep around 5 a.m. for a 10 a.m. wake up. So those are the rules. I will try my best to abide by them, and that I will abide by them. Is there anything else?
Yeah, you'll think of it later.
No, I don't think there is. So I guess I'll just see you guys next time when I'm arriving to Malvern Manor in about 11 minutes. For me, for you, it's gonna be now. Okay, now I am going to record here so you can see my view. Don't worry, I got my hand on the wheel. I think that's it right there. I think that is Malvern Manor. Holy moly. Wow. There it is. There it is, folks. That does not look pleasant, even in the slightest. Well, I've done it to myself.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you have. And we're all here to watch.
There's Josh right there. That is rolling. All right, this is arrival to Malvern Manor, getting out of the car. Hello, Josh.
How are you?
This is such a goofy setup I have. Nice to meet you. I'll do one of these.
Are you ready for this?
I am ready. Let's take a peek inside, and then I'll go into the car and then grab my gear and all that stuff. Yeah.
Come on in.
Oh, God. Holy moly. Okay. Well, that's that.
Yeah. So this is kind of like your main kitchen area.
So this is where I'm going to be cooking later.
This is probably the only place to do that.
Well, you know, I've got in a good sense. I'm going to go to the car, grab grab the rest of the gear.
Yeah,
Let me just go grab that really quick, and then we could talk about this house and
definitely.
find a nice place to sit. Oh boy, what have I gotten myself into here? Okay. I think I got it now. Now this should work. And I don't have to shoot all fucking stupid then. Oh my God. All right, rolling. Great.
Cool.
I think all 80 of my devices are rolling now.
all right.
So we should be good to go. you could actually see that's our wide. First things first. Thank you for having me here, Josh,
It's my pleasure.
in this
is
very
gonna
professional investigation.
This is going to be great.
Could you actually just introduce yourself, like say your full name and what you do here?
Sure. My name is Josh Hurd. I am the curator here at what we call Malvern Manor.
And how did you come about the house?
Gosh, this was 10 years ago now. I was filming my first documentary film, and we were actually across the street at this place called the Classic Cafe, and they have their own slew of like paranormal happenings. And they were kind enough to say, come on in and bring your camera crew and all that fun jazz and investigate this place. Well, there's a bar that is attached to the Classic Cafe.
Yeah.
This was a Friday night with noise contamination and all that stuff. Like there was no way we could actually investigate. So
Yeah.
I went outside. I was smoking my angry cigarette because night
sure.
one of filming is screwed,
Yeah,
in my
yeah.
opinion, right? And there was this guy outside and he was like, what's with all the cameras? And I was like, God, this guy's gonna think I'm nuts, right? But I told him what we were up to and he goes, well, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I don't really believe in this stuff. But he's like, I've got this place. It used to be a hotel, used to be a nursing home, used to be a group home for mentally handicapped people. And again, I don't believe in this stuff.
Taking
But there
all
are
the
things
little
that
check
happen in
boxes,
there that I
ain't he?
cannot explain. I was like, okay. Like,
This guy
where-
sounds like a drug dealer.
like almost, right?
He's selling ghosts.
Exactly. So I was like, well, where is this place? And he was like, it's right across the street. He was kind enough to then let us in that night. What's super weird is
yeah.
the fact that like the first 10 minutes of my first documentary film is literally us stumbling upon this one building that we would eventually then call Malvern Manor. We had experienced more in the first 2 hours of being here than we had in the last 2 years.
That's exhilarating.
It was absolutely
is.
phenomenal. It's almost like, where do you point the camera? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because things are just happening and we're missing it.
What was that? Listen. Shh.
Hell yeah.
Don't move.
Everyone break
Don't
dance.
move.
We don't
You know.
have that problem usually on Ghost Files.
Right,
We usually
right.
nothing happens. So
But it was interesting though, because I had then contacted that gentleman, which I kept in contact with him like
Yeah.
crazy because I wanted to keep coming to this place, which I did like all the time. I was like, I don't think you realize like what you have here. And then he got another job, he had to leave the area, and we were lucky enough to get the building and like continue to keep it doing what it was doing.
and preserve the history of the building.
Exactly.
Which, by the way, is probably a good segue of like, what is the history of this building and why do you believe it's haunted?
So right out of the gate, we know this was the fourth structure built in this town. And that was in 1869. Primarily its function was a hotel. This room right here that we're sitting in, I mean, this was the main reception area. It was also a gentleman's parlor. The guys would sit around, play cards, sip whiskey. It runs as a hotel like all the way up until the 1950s. So it had a pretty good run. Now at that time, then it kind of takes an odd turn and becomes what we would consider to be like that nursing home setting. The nursing home only lasts a couple of decades. In the 70s, they're shut down, and that's where it becomes the group home, which is servicing any form of what they considered to be a mental disorder back then, which is vastly different than our consideration today.
Yeah, I don't think they'd be exactly the most delicate.
It's interesting, like looking back through documentation and things like that, like the clientele here is vast.
Yeah.
So it's things that we see all the time.
Yeah.
It's people with drug and alcohol abuse. It's people with Down syndrome. There are people with DID, or what we used to refer to as multiple personalities.
So dissociative identity disorder.
Exactly,
Right?
yeah. People with schizophrenia, murderers were housed here. Like, this is a very eclectic group of people coexisting under the same roof. And it ran like that all the way up until 2005.
So just a
Just
giant
begging for some
chest
batshit
bag
crazy
of
shit to
neglect.
happen,
Yep.
bro.
Up until 2005, it was just that.
I imagine the accommodations, the service wasn't 5 stars here.
Probably more like 2.5.
That's
maybe.
not bad. I was imagining
I mean,
1.
it could be better.
2.5 on
wasn't
Yelp.
that
I'll
bad.
consider it if the rate is right.
Absolutely. Everything that you're about to see,
Yeah.
we haven't touched. So that first night that I told you about a decade ago, everything is exactly the way we found it.
Oh boy.
Do not feel like you're walking around a museum or anything like that. So be as interactive with the building as you choose to be. So
Yeah.
if you want to lie in a bed, gross, but do it. Try on the clothes in the dresser drawers, whatever, man. Like, if it's going to elicit a response, that's why you're here.
It elicited a response from me right now. Imagining putting
It's
on
like,
those clothes. I think I'm good. I'm gonna pass on trying on the 50-year-old clothes. And then the last thing I was gonna ask: in the 10 years, have you had anybody try and stay
Same
here
wood.
alone for 24
Just
hours?
saying.
I mean, not like this, no. Absolutely not. Like, usually if people are like, oh yeah, I'm going solo, they're here from like 4 o'clock till maybe 10 o'clock in the morning, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, not like this, dude. Not like this.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
This is gonna be, like, this is new, which is really cool. Like, I'm curious to see what happens.
I'm curious to see what
pretty
happens.
skittish. And
Yep.
this is going to be somewhat of a personal challenge to see if I could stay here for the full 24 hours.
Did you hear? Like, footsteps?
Oh, no, I didn't hear them. I felt them on my feet.
Okay.
Here for the full 24 hours. Just really quickly. Here for the full 24 hours. Just really quickly. I actually almost brought up, like, hey, did you feel the vibration on the floor? Normally we hear footsteps in houses, but I seldom feel the vibration on the floorboards.
Right.
Brings us to the next point here, which is, how about we walk around the house? You
Yeah.
show me all the hot spots, show me the resident ghouls here.
Yeah.
And then, and maybe take me through some of the areas where some things have happened to you, because those are the ones I'm very interested in as well.
He's being very brave. He is being very brave. He's shitting on the inside, but he is being very brave on the outside.
All right, so where are we walking through right now?
So, this is one of my favorite rooms. This is Gracie's room.
Okay.
So Gracie was like one of those exotic type of patients. So DID, but also schizophrenia on top of all of that.
Do you know how many personalities that they had when she was
Definitely.
here?
So one evening in particular, 3 nurses sat with her for only an hour, which this blows my mind. But during that hour, they documented 13
Oh my God.
separate distinguishable personalities, which is almost medically unheard of. Like, the wheelhouse is like 2 to 5.
Yeah.
They would hear like male voices coming from Gracie's room, and obviously, like, I mean, having a guy in a girl's room is a big time no-no, right? But they would open the door, and they find it's just Gracie.
What would she say?
So that's where it gets a little trippy.
In touch with her inner Debo.
She would say over and over and over again,
What you got my
"The
40?
devil's coming to get me. The
Oh,
devil's
fucking
coming to
come
get me.
on,
The devil's coming to
man.
get me." I swear to God, like, it freaked out a lot of like the nursing staff. Like,
Really, it freaked out the
Dude.
nursing staff.
Oh.
I can't imagine why.
can't imagine why, right?
But conceivably, that could be because
not the nursing staff.
of,
No.
like, it could just be something that one of the personalities believes.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you actually?
The Devil Within. That's the name of the movie where the lady's like, yeah, it's got that thing, and she's like, connect the cuts, connect it. Man, that movie's creepy, bruh. I love scary movies, man.
Believe there is something demonic here?
Not necessarily demonic.
Thank God.
There's definitely certain things here that don't necessarily wish us well. How about that? Her glasses still sit right here. Everything else on that shelf has been added. Obviously, people bring gifts and toys and things like that, but these glasses,
She wasn't a big Hello Kitty fan?
I don't believe so, but I'm not sure. Maybe she is now. I don't know, but yeah.
Good to know.
Okay, this is by far my least favorite section of the house to go to, bro. But it's also one of the more active, like by far.
I might need a map. Do you have a map?
I don't.
Oh, shit.
So we just call this the nursing home wing.
Yeah.
You can tell like this is where that nurses station once sat, obviously. And bro, like there are even names on the med cabinet still.
Yeah,
sensitive information we got rid of, obviously. All the way down the hall. This is where people experience what we just call the shadow man phenomenon. So the last room that's all the way down there and on the right, that is room number 2.
Yeah.
And typically it's a very tall humanoid figure, darker
Humanoid.
than even night, that comes out of room 2. Like it is
man.
insane to see this.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say you never understand what someone's saying whenever they're like, I seen it, like it was blacker than black, it was darker than dark. It's a real thing. Whenever I was in Louisville visiting my sister, we went on one of those ghost tour things of this like hospital, and I got pushed. I got pushed into a door handle. Like I didn't trip, I didn't fall, I didn't stumble, I wasn't trying to look brave by being like, no, I got pushed. I felt like 2 hands on my chest, and it was just like not a hard, but it was enough to get me back. I ended up like tripping on something. I ran into a doorknob. But I felt hands. But right before I felt the hands, they're down at the end of the hall, well, not all the way at the end of the hall, but down to there. You go down the hall, there's like 4 doors at the end of it, and right before those 4 doors, there was a hallway that cut to the right. And like right before I got like pushed, me and my sister both seen like a shadow come from that hallway straight into a door. And there was no lights on in there. Like, you know, you have like your flashlights and camera lights and stuff like that. And we seen it. Like, we seen a shadow in the darkness. Like, it was darker than the darkness. Like, I don't know how else to explain it, but it was like how you can see my microphone in front of my shirt. They're both dark, but you can see that over this. That's how that was. It was just... It's wicked. I don't know how else to explain it, but you just feel the wickedness to it.
He'll come out of that room.
Yeah.
He'll get to about where that purple balloon is sitting, right there on the floor.
Yeah.
And then he will run. When I say run, it is a very like, it's an unnatural type of motion. Like quite literally from all the way down there to even roughly here, like is less than a second. So I mean, your reaction is going to be very visceral. It's like, this is what sends the majority of people out the front door.
So once I enter that door, I ain't stepping out for 24 straight hours.
Myself included.
Oh, so he got you.
Oh, he's got me 4 times. Absolutely. Like, it's interesting to me because nobody's been hit, nobody's been
got me
scratched,
4
none of that
times,
crap.
bruh.
Yeah.
The second we react, it seems like it's just done and over with. So to me, it's maybe suggesting something residual. The day after, we had a network show that was filming here.
Paranormal Lockdown.
Paranormal Lockdown. So the day after that aired on TLC, a nurse that used to work here got a hold of me and she said the gentleman that occupied room 2.
Paranormal Lockdown, is that the one with Nick, or is that the one with the other people from Ghost Adventures? It's Nick's, right? The one that used to be on Ghost Adventures. He did the Paranormal Lockdown, and he also did Deathwalker, right? I liked both of them. I think.
Was 6'7", nonverbal, mentally deranged, had even killed a few people in the past.
Oh.
But his little claim to fame.
Wait.
What'd you hear?
Oh, it's just a bird outside.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I heard the birds, but
I was like, I
didn't
couldn't
hear
tell. I
anything
couldn't.
else.
In the headphones, it sounded like whispering. It was just birds, just birds.
Like this was kind of his claim to fame. Whenever they were doing bed checks,
Yeah.
he would come out of the room and he would chase the nursing staff.
Oh my God.
I'm like, we're seeing very similar behaviors
So
here.
it could be residual in the
Maybe.
sense that.
The problem is that if it is residual, I can't find that antecedent. So like time of day, weather patterns, moon phases, none of it
I see.
is correlating. So like seemingly this is happening whenever it wants to.
Oh God.
So maybe it's still residual, maybe, or maybe it's something that's just so damn intelligent that it's 5 steps ahead of us at all times. Like, I don't know. But it's interesting to say the least. But
That's
yeah.
one word to describe
Man,
it.
that hallway's got him nervous, man.
That's fair.
He
It's
keeps
funny to me
looking down
because the
him.
nursing staff told me he would chase him into the kitchen, right? Like he
Yeah.
would chase him as far as the kitchen.
Oh, so where I'm going to cook pizza later.
Right. But he would never go into the kitchen.
My eyes are already starting to play tricks.
Right
on me.
over here.
I thought I saw
So-
something over here.
In this place specifically, like the peekaboo stuff happens constantly. And it's like you will just see things peering out of a door
That's
and back.
kind of what I thought I saw.
And it's over and over and over again.
All right. You know, I gotta say, it's not a good sign. This stuff that I'm saying, like the footsteps, seeing things out of the corner of my eye, that usually happens when I'm
loving this.
alone.
Sure.
The fact that it's happening.
I know I'm not talking a whole lot, but I'm just watching the fear in Ryan's face. I'm having the greatest time ever.
To me already is not great.
Dude, I'm telling you, it doesn't seem to matter with this place. Like they're just very active. They're very interactive. I think they're more curious than anything, probably.
Yeah.
Fairly sophomoric with our letters.
Nice.
That's great. Bro 69,
Bro
go now.
69, yeah,
Yeah,
nice. That's
I like
some
it.
real highbrow stuff
That
there.
is really something real nice. Dude, I'm gonna show you some really weird stuff.
That wasn't weird.
No, that's fine. It is gonna get significantly warmer upstairs. So there are 2 wings up here. So
I
you have
see.
one wing here and then one
Oh,
right
it's definitely
there.
it's definitely warmer up here.
Yeah.
Hey, look outside in sunlight.
This is the curvy hallway or the bloody hallway.
Okay, I like the curvy hallway better.
Perfect. So,
Why do you call it the bloody hallway?
Because there's blood.
did you hear that?
Right. Because there's blood.
Perfect. So, hello?
Oh, come on. Already with this bullshit.
Yeah, like where did that,
It's like a bump.
like a knock or something, yeah.
It's like a bump, yeah. I heard it too.
Huh.
There it is again. Hello? Okay. At this moment, our audio recorder picks up what sounds like a voice. All right.
Yeah.
So all the way throughout this hallway are stains, things like that, like
Oh,
poor
shit.
Ryan.
cast off.
Oh my god. Wait,
It's
that's
empty.
blood?
Fuck.
That is 100% blood.
Why is it there? Every time we talk about it, we're hearing the bump. Why is the blood there?
We don't know. Like we ended up hiring a private detective to test this.
Yeah.
So he did 3 different tests on 3 separate sections of this hallway.
Yeah.
Like each
Oh my
time,
God, look at the smears.
like it's bad. Each time comes back positive for human blood. So probably don't touch it because it's nasty. He was also able to tell us this was the same person, whoever this was.
Okay. I read that there was 187 people that died here.
So now it's 205
Oh god.
that I can definitively prove died on property. I have a list of 40 others that I consider maybe. Like I can't definitively say yes they did.
I think
no, they did
205 is good enough for me. I would have been good with 1.
not. Right, right. This area of the hallway,
Ryan,
for whatever
no.
reason, is very active.
What is
Like
that? Did you hear
keep
that?
hearing that.
No, but
Like,
that time there was a little.
there's
There
more.
was like a little whoop after that. Did you hear that?
I didn't hear the whoop. I just heard the knock. Is very active. Is very active.
Is this your blood out here? Whoever's making the noise? You weren't lying. This is gonna suck so much ass.
Watch your step a little bit. It just kind of comes down a smidge.
Why is there so many toys in here?
This is Susie's room.
Okay.
Right? Now, Susie was actually a middle-aged patient, but mentally probably closer to like 8 or 9.
Gotcha.
So all these coloring books and activity books we found. Now, obviously, people have started to add to her collection.
Hell yeah.
But we openly invite people. I mean, color in these books if you want. Leave her a note or a message. She just loves the company.
Okay.
Susie.
She will say things because the activity itself seems to be contained to the room, which is interesting because most every other resident spirit is fairly transient.
Yeah.
She felt safe
But
there.
she stays put.
She's like a kid.
She'll say things like, I can't leave, I'm scared, he won't let me leave is a big one. I'm not sure who he is that she's
Hope it has
referencing.
nothing to do with the blood that's outside the hallway. I mean, I guess if I'm
idea.
Susie and there's a person dragging blood all over the hallway.
I mean, that's fair too.
I'm gonna stay in this room.
Yeah, I'd be like, that's cool. I'm just gonna stay put.
Open up a coloring book.
Exactly. You know what? I'm just gonna chill. This room here is a room full of nightmares.
Everything else has been so dreamy.
This is just like full of dolls. It's just terrible. This is Inez's room. It's interesting to me, but we know the year was 1900. It was December 21st. 12-year-old Inez Gibson is outside playing with her 8-year-old brother Otto.
Yeah.
She's cold or bored, but she says, I'm going upstairs. 10 minutes pass. Otto comes upstairs, finds his sister.
Jesus Christ.
Looked like a suicide. Now, what's interesting to me is the fact that the story I just told you, 100% happened, but not on this property.
So why is she here then?
It happened right across the street. So if it is her, why? Right?
Yeah.
One of the most active spirits we have here is a little girl claiming to be Inez Gibson. You will very audibly hear her running up and down these halls. She will call you by name.
This top hall. Okay.
Absolutely. But she'll even ask you to come and play. Things like that.
Should I go and play?
Sometimes I do, and sometimes it's just another smoke break for Josh. You know what I mean?
But what if it's not a little girl though?
I have no idea. Now, nothing really malicious has happened to like suggest that any further.
I just know that you probably have heard this a million times. Demons will often present as little kids.
Definitely.
Okay.
And like I said, nothing nasty or nefarious has happened suggesting that further. However, maybe whoever this is, or whatever this is just biding their time. But she's certainly receiving a lot of attention, as you can see, people bringing gifts. One of my best friends in the whole world is Johnny Hauser over at the Villisca Axe Murder House.
Yeah.
But he's also one of those buttheads that likes to bust my chops with a doll, so he brought me this little...
Nice.
Yeah. She's nasty. She was in the Villisca house for 15 years.
Oh, I was there once.
Yeah.
Didn't enjoy it.
Like,
So glad to have her come over
again.
here. She was like, I hated it there too.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is gonna be so bad, Josh.
It's
I mean,
fine, Ryan. It's fine.
Bad.
Just think happy thoughts.
That's very subjective, right? Like, it could be good.
Well, in the subject of me, it's gonna be incredibly bad.
That's
I
fair.
feel like.
That's fair.
Oh, it looks like my GoPro just died.
Oh shit, did it really?
Just now. So.
Fuck, I'm talking too much.
Oh no, totally fine. These batteries. That one wasn't fully charged, so.
Do we need to go swap it out?
I got it right here.
Motherfuck.
Yes.
Hello?
Hey, if you're gonna come out, could you just wait 1 second?
Shit.
Just 1 second. Un momento.
Un momento, por favor.
Footstep. Okay, I'm gonna turn this camera on while we do this because
Okay.
something's going on. Something's going on over there. Can you go ahead and clap for me?
Yep.
All right, I'm changing my battery, but
Yeah.
oh, I'm just
Things just keep happening.
gonna put this on the ground. Oh my God,
God,
dude.
hello?
What is happening over there? Of course it happens while I'm switching my battery.
Yeah.
You better
But I have
prepare,
this
Ryan.
Yeah.
Come on, turn on. Rolling. Okay, there's something happening down there, and I don't know
For
what.
sure.
We gotta go look what it
Oh,
is.
yeah. Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Put this in my pocket real quick.
What the fuck, man? Like, you think it could be these pipes, maybe?
Maybe, but like there's no water.
Yeah, and also, we caught the audio of it. The camera wasn't on, but there was a footstep.
Definitely a
There was
footstep,
a definite
like
footstep,
for sure.
Yeah.
So this is Hank's room or Henry's
Brian's
room.
going shit.
I always say
something
it just
like,
kind of
bro.
depends on the day and like
soon
what
as
he
he's by
wants to be
himself.
called. But he's your very stereotypical grumpy old man.
Love cigars.
Hey, you
So he
damn
would sit
kids,
out
get
on the
off
front
my
porch
lawn.
and he would have a cigarette or a cigar and he would throw rocks at children. But again, man, like everything is how we found it in this place. And I'm gonna show you two things. The first is like the clothing items in the dresser drawer.
I'm gonna guess he doesn't like you touching his clothes.
Not at all.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's definitely a catalyst for the activity.
All right. I'll be sure to maybe not do that. depending
Even
on-
here, like, I mean, this There are fingernail clippings.
Oh!
Like super gnarly.
Yo, that is nasty. You know, I really thought walking through this with you would make me feel better about doing the investigation tomorrow.
yeah.
Like I'd get used to it. This has made it 10 times worse.
I'm sorry, dude. I am not trying to sensationalize things.
No, I know
swear
you're
to
not. That's
God.
the worst part.
So that was a little uplifting. Now,
I do hope that, yeah, of course, I really hope that's the case. At this moment, our audio recorder picks up some heavy breathing.
so that was a little uplifting. Now,
Yeah, I do hope that, yeah, of course, I really hope that's the case. Wait, there's more?
just one more. This is the only reason we have people sign waivers, but this right here is your light switch.
Okay.
So you just give that a pull.
I don't like where this is going.
This is going straight up into the attic.
This has got to be top 10 skinniest staircases I have ever seen. I mean, this is...
Horrible.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Look
Oh,
at
yeah.
that shit. That's crazy, man. Just for
that nuts?
context, here are my shoes. That's insane.
Well, whoever is
Here are
up
my
here
shoes.
hates the company of others.
I see.
Then
He
why are
will
we
tell
up
you
here?
like some of the most horrific things you've ever heard in your life. But then he'll beg you for alcohol and cigarettes, which I try to be a good host.
So maybe he just had a problem then.
Maybe. I think he was coming up here maybe just to like sneak a sip or sneak a smoke or something, you know what I mean? But yeah, he hates people. This is my second least favorite place to be, like for sure. If you are going to investigate this, I would almost suggest doing it at night when it's a little bit more comfortable temperature-wise.
Yeah, this is pretty
because it
rough.
is so warm up here.
Absolutely dripping sweat. Holy moly. Ooh, it was warm up there.
Yeah, which is weird that it feels good right here.
By comparison, for sure.
Yeah.
At this moment, we capture a voice that sounds like it's saying stop.
It was warm earlier.
By comparison, for sure. I'm just waiting to turn one of these corners and see something.
Brian's getting
So
some
tomorrow,
shit, bro.
I'm gonna come here at 10 a.m.
Yep.
and then is the door gonna do I have a key or?
I have a key for you right here.
Okay.
But yeah, man, that's all you.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Well, I will be back here at 10 a.m. Thank you for giving me the grand tour.
Dude, yeah, it was my pleasure. Like, this should be fun. Like I said, it'll be an interesting experiment for sure.
If you come into the house on Friday morning and find my just frozen carcass, just tell my wife I love her.
All right, sounds good, brother.
Good stuff. See you tomorrow. Well, folks, that was absolutely horrifying. How am I gonna do this for 24 hours? I struggle with 30 minutes in Ghost Files. Alone. This is just my instant thoughts as I drive away. I can't believe I have to drive back here tomorrow. I don't know why. I mean,
You'll be fine, Ryan.
yeah, I don't know.
Deep breaths.
I wanted to set up a situation where I had the best possible environment to capture evidence of the paranormal. That
Well,
place
you
was
did
active
that.
tonight, so I have to assume they're used to me, and maybe tomorrow night we're gonna get this party started. Obviously, you guys are watching this show, which I'm thankful for, and as I'm making this show, it's my duty and my job to investigate something if something happens and to not run away. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and do that for you guys. I really am. So no matter how scared I
Aw.
get, I'm gonna try my very best. That's like, I could promise that. I don't know how much that's worth to you guys. You might be screaming at me, saying, why did you run away when you saw something or heard something? But I can tell you right now, I will try everything I can. And I will push myself to my mental limit to try and catch some cool evidence for you guys. That's number one. And number two, maybe just as important to me, I'm doing this to test myself, to see how far I could push myself mentally and to see if I could conquer my own fears and not give in to my anxiety. Because, I don't know if you know this, I do have an anxiety disorder and I'm scared of everything. So if I could do this, if I could prove to myself that I could put myself in the worst possible, most scary situation and still come out okay, that will mean a lot to me, honestly. God, I really want to be able to do this. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be very disappointed.
What does
in myself
Mari
if I
think
can't.
about all this,
I
man?
just got to stay focused, visualize or perhaps imagine what it's going to feel like knowing I walked out of there at 10 a.m. on Friday having done it. When
I have
honestly,
faith
I
in
didn't
you,
even know
Ryan,
if I could.
to keep us
I'm going
entertained.
to be honest, I really don't know if I can. We'll see. Next week on Ghost Files Alone. This is just as scary during the daytime as it is at night. Anybody want to talk to me? Oh, the light just turned green. Where are all those noises coming from? Is there anybody down here with me?
I love it. I love it already. This is really gonna be fun.
I cut a lot of that out of the video, but there was a fair amount of me filming walking around that completely empty, huge church.
This feels like the opening of a video game.
I saw plates with like bites of food in them.
Maybe they done got raptured.
Maybe. All right, I cannot wait until the next one, man. We'll be getting into it. This is gonna be so much fun. Hopefully you guys are excited for the next one as I am, man. And if you are, go ahead down there, leave a thumbs up, slap that subscribe button, and definitely turn on all notifications. That way you know when the next one's coming out. I'm excited. Oh, I can't wait to watch it, and we're gonna watch it together, y'all. We got to. All right. Really enjoyed today's video. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it as much as I did. Man. Definitely don't forget to hit that thumbs up. It helps out so much. It helps get me out there to other people. That stuff right there. Dip, boom, boom, boom. Gone. As always, be good to one another. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Damn, man. That was so good. I'm so excited.